Of course, I had to start off one of my last days here with a good meal, and today we're having Wagyu Hot Pot. We ordered Wagyu beef, shrimp, and a whole bunch of different meats and seafood options to try. At this all-you-can-eat place, they also have a custom sauce bar, along with plenty of fresh and pre-cut vegetables. I feel like I literally picked up a rainbow in my bowl. Now, time for the Wagyu beef. The thin slices are swirled around in the hot broth for just a few seconds until cooked. I was so full, I barely had any room for dessert, but somehow managed to squeeze in some milk tea soft serve. After lunch, we decided to walk around and digest a bit at the Taichung National Theater. Construction on this opera house started in 2009, a joint collaboration between architects Toyo Ito of Japan and Cecil Balmond of England. Believe it or not, this building was a technical challenge to pull off since it's constructed entirely without beams or columns. Instead, the structure is made up of only curved wall units. I've seen the exterior before, but after learning a bit more about the design and architecture, I couldn't help but wonder what the interiors look like as well. So, let's go explore it together. Our first stop is the Rooftop Sky Garden. Beautifully landscaped pathways line the round tube-like structures.
I didn't expect there to be flowers.
These continue the same architectural elements as the building exterior and are also designed to cleverly hide some of the HVAC equipment. The building is nestled in one of the most affluent neighborhoods in the city. The garden consists of maze-like pathways that go along with the building's architectural theme of using only curved lines and shapes. Minor detail, but I loved their choice of florals. With bright pops of color, yet still small and unassuming, these added the perfect amount of whimsy and color to the outdoor space. They also have a cafe on the rooftop with indoor and outdoor seating options. We didn't go in since we were still so full, so I hope you enjoyed my little miming act. Then we made our way to the next floor, and immediately you're greeted with these stunning windows upon exiting the elevator. Besides housing 3 theater spaces inside, it also has a number of shops. Many of these retailers are small local businesses. The first store had a variety of flowers for sale, including both fresh and dried versions. There were so many beautiful varieties that I had never seen before and couldn't believe they actually existed in nature since they were so painterly looking. I wished flowers were something I could have brought back with me since some of these dried ones would have been amazing for home decor or even as shoot props. The open layout also included a home goods store. Confession time. These are actually my favorite types of products to browse and purchase, but I definitely practiced a lot of self-restraint here. My self-restraint only lasted until I noticed these gorgeous lamps. The designs of the lamps in the store were totally right up my alley. Simple, modern, fun design details, and most importantly, still functional. I still don't have a place of my own yet, so I saved the brand information for future reference. Part of what I loved about the open structure of the interior was being able to see the stairs and parts of the other floors. It all made the space feel a lot more connected in a way. Back on the ground floor, the space looked a bit cave-like, but the round, open areas did make it feel more airy. Again, this floor also had tons of small retailers selling everything from plants to accessories and souvenirs.
They do.
It was so interesting and unexpected to see this water flow detail on the ground. The actual theater rooms are located on the center floors. Besides operas, here you can also catch performances of the ballet, classical music concerts, and other types of performing arts. This building's Japanese architect Toyo Ito wanted to break all rules of traditional theater architecture to create a space that evoked a whirlpool, something always moving, always flowing from one area to another. And I think his philosophy applies to the experience of walking through this space as well. Each area has its own distinct purpose and design, but it's easy to meander from one place to the next and not break the flow of the exploration. Speaking of flows, let's check out the bathroom. It definitely felt like a luxurious experience already, with the red carpet entryway and dim, warm lights. But inside, it was super clean and minimal, even kind of reminded me a bit of airport bathrooms.
Yeah.
For me, make read something. It takes energy.
Oh, really?
To read.
This bakery is known for their rose lychee bread and their red wine longan bread. We were also given free samples of their salted yolk pastries to try. After waiting for a few minutes, they finally came out with one last batch of their award-winning bread.
It's like a baby.
These cost over $11 each, so we're trying to find one worth its weight. Their two famous breads have both won championships in the Bakery World Cup and almost always sell out in just minutes. So I'm glad we were able to get one to try.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Next, we're stopping by the bookstore next door. Tsutaya is a Japanese chain of bookstores, and this location also has a cafe. We got the fruit tea and the black sesame latte to try. And afterwards, we wandered around, browsing the downstairs, which had quite the selection of specialty goods, such as this canned bread. The end of this trip begins with familiar themes, food and family. This morning, we're at the grocery store to pick up a few items to recreate my Taiwanese family's American cravings. I truly love exploring grocery stores in other countries, noticing little details like how you can find individually packaged produce here. And after that, we made one last visit to the traditional market. We stopped by our favorite tofu stall and picked up one last batch of the mixed grains tofu. Check out my first Taiwan vlog to see what I'm talking about. I'll miss easy access to fresh, vibrant fruits and vegetables like these, and the hospitality of the stall owners who offered slices of ripe guava to me. Simple, unassuming moments like these, eating fresh fruit and walking through the markets, are ones I'll hold dear to my heart. As soon as we got back home, it was time to tackle my laundry pile. So here in Taiwan, we do our laundry quite a bit different than back home in the States. Oftentimes, laundry is set up outside, either in a balcony space or in our case, the side of the house. Once a load is done washing, I'll remove the wet laundry from the machine. We don't use dryers here, so all clothing is hung up to dry. Luckily, we have all the space here to prep our clothes before they're hung up. Thanks to the abundant and strong sunlight, I like to hang my clothes inside out so any fading won't affect the outside as much. Then I've attached clips to each side to make sure the clothing won't slide off. Taiwan can have some pretty severe winds and other weather elements. After each piece has a hanger and is secured, I'll start to hang them up on the racks to dry in direct sunlight. Each hanger then also has another clip securing it onto the rack. And because I'm super particular about laundry, I'll also clip up the sleeves, exposing them to more light and air so they can dry better. Also, not having gravity pulling down on the sleeves will help prevent those hanger bumps at the shoulders. And just like that, 3 weeks have flown by and we finally reached the last day. I'll be flying out tonight, but I'm leaving a few hours ahead since it's a national holiday today. As usual, I got here hours ahead of boarding, so we have approximately 3 hours to kill. I thought it was a store display at first, but soon realized it was actual bathrooms. I love that they even tell you the availability of each type of stall. So, of course, I have to show you a tour of the fanciest airport bathroom ever. I love that they used warmer, luxurious materials such as marble, wood, and glass for the stall. And of course, you got to have the fancy, futuristic Toto toilet. I wish I could explain the functions of all these buttons, but I don't know what they are either. Plenty of toilet paper, although they could have stored it in a nicer way. All of the stalls felt very private and secure, with the doors extending super high up and nearly down to the floor, which is also marble, by the way. Even the hooks here look nicer and feel sturdier. Little details like the Toto branding on them create a high-end feel. I wasn't sure if it was appropriate or even legal to film the common area, so I just snapped a quick photo when no one else was around. They kept many of the same design elements, such as the materials. The sinks are large and modern looking. This bathroom design definitely also felt like it could be in your house or in a hotel, rather than what you typically imagine airport bathrooms to look like. Oh, look at what we've stumbled upon on our way to the gate. It might not look obvious, but this is a library in the middle of the airport. They offer amenities such as free phone charging, quiet and private pods for studying, reading, or relaxing, as well as a view of the cargo storage. This library has books in a few different languages that you can borrow and read in this space. I already have my e-reader with me, but let's check out some design books. Honestly, I'm so glad I found this place. There were only about 2 other people here at any given time, and this is my ideal spot for killing time. Got a bit hungry after a while, so let's use up my remaining coins on snacks. The vending machines here are pretty easy to use. They also accept a wide variety of payment methods. I'm literally spending the exact amount I have in coins, which allowed me to use up all of these NT $1 coins, or about 3 cents USD. I think I got some kind of steak flavored chips. And then I saw these dried peaches and had a bit of change left, so of course I had to get them as well. Okay, I think it might just be time to finally head to the gate. On this flight, we were also served gelato. The flavors vary by season, but the ice creams are all a collab with Ninal Gelato, a Taipei-based dessert shop specializing in Japanese-inspired ice creams. I didn't get to read much during my trip, so I devoured this collection of short stories during this flight. And somehow I've made it back to LA. The time and date here is now earlier than when I departed Taiwan thanks to the time difference. I know these Taiwan vlogs have been a bit of a departure from my usual content, so I hope you enjoyed them as well. And this is the last vlog, so if you're looking for more Taiwan content, you can find it on my Patreon. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!